Calling you African people. This is an African court. Those who want to hear this court, please come in and sit down. This is an African court.
Oh boy, what a jazzy Saturday morning. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. And as we continue to celebrate the life of the inventor of Afrobeat, the legendary producer, the arranger, the musician, the Fela Kuti, we've invited saxophonist, singer, songwriter and producer Femi Koya, who has formed a band that pays tribute to Kuti, as I just listened earlier. Now, Koya and his 9-piece Afrobeat band set the stage alight on Thursday at the Orbit with classics such as Shakara, No Agreements and Zombie. And Femi joins us now to tell us more about Afrobeat as well as the band's latest album titled Iba. A very good morning to you, Femi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful sounds.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, when you were first introduced to Fela Kuti, what was it about him that made you sit up and pay attention?
I guess growing up and listening to Fela Kuti's music, well, it's like Fela Kuti, there's no way you can run away from it if you grow up in Nigeria. It's like you hear Fela from one neighbor to the other. And Fela Kuti is one of the greatest musicians that came out from Nigeria that stood for the people. You see, Fela, it was about the people. Okay. And he was always tackling the government, so there's just no way you can run away from it. And you're growing up and you see this man, you know, it's like someone fighting for the good of the people. And, you know, his only weapon is through music, and he brings that with his Afrobeat. So there's high life, there's juju music. I grew up listening to Fela Kuti, so it's in the blood. So
it's
just,
yeah. So what do you think is his greatest contribution to African music?
Well, I think Afrobeat, although there's different Afrobeat now, there's the modern Afrobeat. People like Davido, Wizkid, you know, they do their thing, but there's the traditional Afrobeat, which is the Fela Kuti one. And I think that's the only music, the tangible original music, originality that comes from from Nigeria. And I think it also contributed to African music in the sense that in the Europe world, Afrobeat is very big. In the outside world, it's very big. And I think Afrobeat for me is the easiest way for me, myself, to be able to say the things I want to say, what I feel. Because Fela, I always say this, nobody can ever be Fela Kuti.
Never.
Fela Kuti was Fela and it will forever be Fela Kuti. Yeah. For me, I'm Femi Koya. I would always do my own thing. But I would continue, always pay tribute to Fela Kuti because they stood for what many people wouldn't, you know, couldn't stand for. At this time. Yeah.
Let's now go back to the issue of the Afrobeat. What is it that you set out to achieve when you established this band?
Well, my band is a bit different because it's a Pan-African band.
Okay.
In the band, you saw the guys playing earlier. They make the music. There's people from there's a guy from DRC. There's South Africans in the band. There's Nigerians in the band. There's Ghanaian. So we have a Pan-African sound, but we still keep true to Afrobeat, and we always pay tribute to Fela because I feel like in this day and age in Nigeria, most people are living Afrobeat, and Afrobeat is my thing, so I have to keep doing it. Yeah.
We must listen to your music shortly, but then we're going to have to wrap the interview. Thank you so much for chatting to us,
Thank
Femi.
you for having me.
All right, indeed. Now, that was saxophonist, singer, songwriter, and producer Femi Koya speaking to us about his upcoming album as well as his Afrobeat band, which pays tribute to the legendary Fela Kuti. Stay tuned to Morning Live for more of his music. Don't go away.